Hi, I'm Melly Clinton, and this is my second installment of my three-part podcast on The Kite Runner. In this installment, I will be introducing you to the author and his purpose of writing The Kite Runner. Enjoy! The Kite Runner was written by Khalid Hosseini and published in 2003. Much like the main character in the book, Amir, Hosseini was born in Kabul but was unable to stay due to the war. He then moved to California at the age of 15, where he later received his medical degree. While working as a medical practitioner, he began writing The Kite Runner. The book became so successful, he retired from the medical field and began writing full-time. Hosseini began writing this novel after watching news stories on the Taliban. They had implemented a new law that there were no longer any kite flying competitions. This was his main push to begin his writings. It started as a short story, then rediscovered and became the novel that it is known today. Hosseini himself never really explains why he wrote this novel. He claims that the story was imaginary, but just taking a quick glance between his life and Amir's life, they are very similar. Their life stories don't exactly line up perfectly, but there are many parallels that cannot be ignored. Like mentioned earlier, both Amir and Hosseini grew up in Kabul. Here they were in the same situation. They both were part of the wealthy class and had servants. Hosseini even came out to say that Hassan was modeled off of his own Hazaran servant. Due to the Soviet invasion, they were then pushed out of Kabul, where they both moved to California. Then they even both became writers once in the U.S. Of course, there are a ton of small details that aren't the same, but the same basic storyline seems to line up. Now, going back and looking at why he wrote this novel, I feel that he wanted people to know and to see what his country went through, and even is still going through. Afghanistan is one of the many countries that people, especially in the United States, only see one side of their story. The side that is blasted on our TV screens and pushed through the media. The side that is war-stricken and in poverty. Many people look at Afghanistan as a terrible place and don't understand that this war has not been happening since the dawn of time. Even if these were not his intentions, after reading this novel, I feel that I understand just a little more about what is happening in our world. And that will conclude our second episode. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening.